Hi, this is Chris with Accurate LED. I've got a really great project I want to show you how to do. We're going to use an extruded profile. This is a holder, basically, for our flexible strip. This is a light-emitting LED strip. What we're going to do is run a line of it on the back side of the headboard of this bed. And instead of having table lamps, the light is going to come out of the LED, hit this wall, and it's going to glow so that it's bright enough to read a book or whatever. It's just going to be a much cleaner look because this is an old Scandinavian bed. It's a contemporary design. It's clean, and the less clutter we can have around the bed, the better it's going to look. So we want to use this. Now, this is an aluminum extrusion, and there's a lens that goes over the face of it. These come in 1 meter length. A meter is 39.5 inches. Basically, it's a yard and a few inches. So if I refer to meters during this video, don't be confused. Basically, just think of it as a yard, 3 feet. I'm going to run a length of it across the back of this. So I want to take a measurement and see how long it is first. And the headboard is 107 inches. So we're going to back it up a little bit. We don't want to go all the way from one end to the other. I want to have about maybe a foot from the end where it's going to end. So we're going to back that up a little bit, and I'm going to make it an even, I'm going to make it 8 feet long total. All right, we're going to make our cuts now. Now, these are 1 meter long. They're 39 inches apiece. The total strip across the back of the bed is going to be 96 inches, which is 8 feet. So what we're going to do is cut. Now 2 of them together equals 88 inches. And then we need to add another 10 inches on the end of that, which will make it 96, which is 8 feet. So I have a piece of our slimline profile here with the lens on it. And what I'm going to do is cut it. There's 10 inches right here. I've already measured it. I'm going to put some tape around this because this holds it in place as I cut. So it doesn't take much, just a piece of masking tape. I'm going to put one on either side of the cut. Now, I'm using a jigsaw. This is just a regular normal jigsaw. The blade on this is a metal blade. It's 32 teeth per inch. It's a fine metal blade. This blade happens to be made by Bosch. It's a pretty good one. But that's all you need is a fine-tooth metal blade and a jigsaw, and this is really simple to cut. You want to cut it with the lens on the strip together. So here's how it works. Okay, here we go. Okay, there it is. Pretty clean cut. That's going right on the end of these two in one continuous line. It'll make more sense once we install it. Come on. Okay, now we're going to hook up our power supply. This is a 30-watt power supply. And this is a cord. This is just a utility cord. This is from the hardware store. This is a handy box. What we're going to do is connect these two together so that we can plug in the power supply, because obviously it doesn't have a plug on the end of it. So we're going to connect them inside the handy box with some wire nuts. We're going to put a cover on it. We're going to mount it right here on the back of the headboard. And we'll do that. I'll show you in a second once that's done. All right, now we have the power wire and we have the power supply run into this handy box. I've already connected the black wire and the white wire. Now we're just going to connect the ground. This is how you do it. Just put the wires next to each other, twist them up, put a wire nut on there. It's really, really simple. Once it tightens up, you can feel it. There it is. Now, we're just going to put this cover on the box. I'm going to attach the box to the back of the headboard along with the power supply, kind of like this. Okay? And then we're going to run the strip right on top of that. All right, now I've mounted the box and I've mounted the power supply back here, just like that. I'm just going to put the cover on the handy box. And once we do this, all right, oops, missed the hole. All right, now everything's installed according to code, okay? All of our 120 volt is coming into here. Once we get to here, now it's 12 volt DC, so it's safe. Now, we're gonna go ahead and mount the mounting clips on the back of this, and we're gonna snap our extrusion into place, and then we're gonna run our LED strip right inside the extrusion, make our connection, and we're done. Okay, now, these are the mounting clips, little U-shaped mounting clips, and this strip snaps right onto it and it holds it still. What we're gonna do is mount the clips all along the back of the headboard here, then we just have to come back and snap the profile right into the clips, and then we're finished. So, we're gonna measure down 2 inches from the top, and I'm just gonna make a mark every so often. This is where the clips are gonna be. 2 inches. Okay. Now, just gonna take the mounting clip, go like this. Just so it's firm. Okay, we're gonna do that all the way down. All right, so here's what I've done. Now the clips are installed. I marked them 2 inches down from the top, and that's exactly where I centered them on. Now, we're just gonna take the profile and snap it right into place just like that. Butt it right up to that one. Then the last one, little piece we cut. Goes in right there. All right, now that that's in place, the next step is to take our flex strip. Now I chose to use the standard output flex strip, not the high output. The reason is because this is just like an accent light back here. We just want this to softly light the room up. If we wanted it to be bright enough to where we could actually work in the light, so to speak, I would use the high output strip. But for this application, the standard output is all you need. Okay, now before we install this, I've got these end caps with me. These are the end caps that come with it. There's 2 varieties. One is flat, and one has a hole in it for the wires. So the first thing we're gonna do is pass these wires through here. And we're gonna start the strip from this end. Basically, it fits onto the end of the profile just like that for a really clean look. We'll get all that firmed up in a little while. But for now, we're gonna sit it right there. Just peel the back off of this. Now start here, and I'm just gonna lay it right into the center of the profile. Basically, we are creating a light fixture. It doesn't take much for this stuff to stick. This adhesive is really effective. See, here's the 2 seams where they fit together. I just lay the strip right across it. This is a warm white color we're using, since it's an interior application. Okay, and there we are at the end. Now, right here, here's a cut point, okay? We're almost at the end, and if I go any farther, I'm gonna be hanging over the edge. So I'm gonna cut it right here and end the strip at this point. I just need to grab my cutters. Here we go. And you know, scissors will work. These just happen to be some wire strippers that I've got laying around. And we're going to cut it right at that line. See that? Right in the middle of those four dots. That's it. Now we're going to put the lenses on. And again, these just snap right over the surface. Just gotta get it lined up. And in it goes. Here's the end cap. Just goes right on the end to clean up the, you can't see it from that angle, but just cleans up the appearance of the strip. Oops, let me get it in there, right? There we go. Maybe a little Elmer's glue in there or something. We'll just keep it fastened. Now for the last one. And the end cap, the final touch. And here we go. And again, that needs a little bit of glue just to hold it still. Now, here's our power supply. Here's our wire. Here's our plug. Okay, this wire is now hot. And it's DC, can't get shocked or anything like that. So I'm just gonna hook this up real fast. Let's see how it looks. And there we are. The whole thing's lit now. As you can see back here. And I'm just gonna put a little zip tie right here to hold this connection together. It's a low voltage connection, you don't have to worry about any safety issues with it. And one more zip tie just to clean it up and make it look neat. And again, I am going to glue that. Oh, there it is. We now have a lit headboard. Pretty simple DIY project. Thanks for watching.